Those of you super introverted, he says you will benefit from being more extroverted possibly. Some of you are too extroverted. You have too many shallow friendships and acquaintances, but not enough. If we could use Robin Dunbar, the sociologist, the UK sociologist number, maybe 150 strong relationships. Now, some of those will be extremely strong, close friends. Some will be coworkers. Some will be romantic. Some will be family. But that's what your brain is wired. So I have an Excel spreadsheet of that 150, right? Win that war. Because for sure, if you're living a funeral test, you need literally people at your funeral. And you don't want to have just one. I think a life well lived could just have 150 people at the funeral, as long as they were meaningful, powerful relationships. Remember also what Jonathan Haidt says. I'm actually here in Gramercy Park, which is where NYU is. So he's right around the corner here. As he said, we are hive people, or as Matt Lieberman, the Harvard professor who wrote Social, says, you only experience happiness in a group or fulfillment. Top Dog by Poe Bronson, the same thing. Talks about extroverts, introverts. Make sure, by the way, you are doing your Myers-Briggs test. You can go to, I think, a free site is humanmetrics.com. Take that test. It's 72 questions. It'll take you 10 minutes. If you can't invest 10 minutes in yourself, you're a bad investor. And remember, investors win in life. As Will Durant, the Pulitzer Prize winner, says, the men who can manage men manage the men who can only manage things, but the men who manage money manage all. Now, let's take that back away from just money. What he's saying is the people who can manage themselves, who can invest in themselves, if you see yourself as more valuable than money, then you invest in yourself and take that human metric test. 72 questions, takes 10 minutes. So that will add up to helping you socially. You'll find if you're introvert, extrovert, so on. I'm actually developing a new personality test. It's going to be a combination of different things, some of our own stuff, some of the classic personality tests. I'll let you know when that's done. Or by the time you listen to this, it may already be done. And then lastly, define the end game fulfillment. You need intangible things. As Civilization's Discontents talks about, many ways. There's a little asceticism, a little being a monk, a little going in a cave every once in a while on your own. That will bring you some measure of happiness. You do need to get away from people sometimes. I talk about that if you're in my